Okay guys, hello, we have another video here. It is my second video of the day. The last video I did was the Dell Latitude E1405 laptop computer. You might have saw that video. Sorry for the blurry video quality, I think I fixed it. But yeah, that was not supposed to happen. The SD card reader in this camera is kind of finicky, and I think that's how it happened. But it should not happen again. But I guess we're going to try that out here on this computer. I'm actually uploading that video right now. Just finished editing. So, today we have a Dell Insprion E1405. So, quick backstory about this computer, because there is quite a backstory about this computer. So, I got it about 5 months ago, maybe 4. And it was like a bare bone. I think it had RAM in it, but it had no hard drive. And I brought it back here, and I did some stuff with it. Figured out that it was a Core Duo. And it only ran 32-bit operating systems. I had no 32-bit operating system disks at the time, nor did I have any devices to burn those disks at the time either. This computer, I only wanted, and so yeah, I kind of just gave it up for then. And then I was looking at my computers yesterday, and I was like, I don't want to pull some computers out and work on them, so I pulled this computer out and one other computer I'll be making a video on next. And I was like, we're going to work on this. So, I grabbed some RAM, grabbed a hard drive, and stuck all the parts in, and hopefully made it work. So I got my Windows XP disk and stuck it in, because this thing originally ran Vista, and it had 1 gig of RAM at the time. So I put my XP disk in, and my XP disk apparently did not work. It was all corrupted or something. So, yeah, at the time, again, I had no way to burn those XP disks. But then that changed because I found a USB flash drive, and I just put Windows 7 32-bit on that, plugged it in, booted from it, and I installed Windows 7 32-bit just fine. And it's working, activated, and it is a lot happier. This computer has some cool features on it. Dell, the Insprion, this one has stereo speakers with Dell Media Direct. It also has a 14-inch wide XJ Plus display, so yeah, there's a little cheat or spoiler there. But as you can see, this computer's rather thick, but again, whatever. It's probably about 1.5 2 inches thick. The display is super thick itself. Anyway, we have our DVD, CD, RW drive, so it's a super high-end drive, especially for the time. We got 2 USB ports there. There we go. Modem and phone and VGA. And this one actually does not have screw holes, so that's kind of weird. Put the camera back on with the tripod, because it's a little easier like that. So if we flip around to the back here, plug the camera, we have just 2 more USBs and a power cord. We have the battery and then nothing on this side. Kensington lock over here, vent. We have S-Video, 1394, and express card, SD card, and our audio. And then on the back side, this either you can take the keyboard off and access it from there, or you can access it from back here, so it's very easy to work on. You can just take the power button cover off, unscrew a couple screws on the keyboard, and ta-da, everything else that you can't find here is there. So, back around here, though, we have a hard drive bay, which is where our 128GB Western Digital Scorpio Blue is sitting right now. We have a RAM door for run 1 slot of RAM, and the other slot's under the keyboard. Not sure what this is, because I've never opened it. Over here we have our battery indicator, and the battery does hold a charge. It holds a charge for about 2 hours, is what I figured out, or what my studies show. Let's take the battery out and take a look at it. Here's some stuff about the battery. I have no idea about Dell batteries, or any batteries in general, so yeah. I can probably find you. It's 85 watt-hour. And I don't see any milliamp hours. Anyway, not really looking either. So yeah, stick that back in, and it's got a Windows Vista Home COA. I would give that to you, but you never know when I need it. I don't think I'll ever be putting Vista on here, but you never know. But this battery is almost dead, so I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. The power jack's very, very wiggly. That's just from, stress on the power. One more thing that's really weird about this computer is the hinges have a lot of play in it. Just look. Or, I guess I put the tripod up. Look. That's all hinge play. That's a lot of hinge play. So that's not good. But I don't feel like fixing it. So, it'll work for now. And I guess we can go ahead and boot it up. I guess I can show you the wear. The keyboard and trackpad wear is like little to no, actually. And the silver trackpad helps. But yeah, again, and the silver palm rest. Core Duo. We have our nice clicky buttons. I like these buttons better than the new buttons. That like, it's a whole... I like this design better. And over here we just have, you know, our palm rest. And then we have our keyboard. Again, little nowhere in any of these spots. So, let's go ahead and power this thing out. And I think it's in focus. I'm all paranoid about this camera not being in focus for this video because I do not want another blurry video. So here we are on the BIOS. It is, not really sure what BIOS this is. A09, okay. So it's from 2007. That's probably time period appropriate. It's got 2 gigs of RAM, DDR2. It's got a Core Duo at 1.7 gigahertz, 800 megahertz is running right now. 160 gigabyte, a DVD RW drive. 8 megabytes of RAM with the Intel 945 GM graphics and the 14.1 wide XGA display. So this computer's pretty decked, except that it's kind of beat up, but otherwise, it's pretty nice. So let's go ahead and boot right into Windows 7 Professional and see what it has to offer for us. It's pretty fast overall. I mean, 2 gigs of RAM and a Core Duo, I'm not going to complain. And there it is, already. It's pretty much already up and running. So, everything works. All the drivers automatically installed, which is cool. Let me just show you. Let's just look at the Windows flag, for example. This XGA display is super nice. Like, just look how nice that is. Very nice display. So, again, I only have a couple programs on it, like Defraggler and ISO burner and stuff like that. I did defrag the hard drive, and that makes this thing run a lot faster. I think I already said that, but whatever. And then, no, not that. Let's go into the system properties here. Again, look how fast that is. So it's got a Core Duo. Again, 2 gigs of RAM, everything you've already seen. Windows is already activated, so everything is good there. And I think that's actually about it. I don't really want to... Not really using this computer for anything except for burning ISO disk. I have another computer for that as well that I got running, so I might sell this one now. But, yeah. I think that's about it. So, if you enjoyed this laptop video, go ahead and leave it a like, and because it's greatly appreciated, as I like to have support in order to keep doing my videos that I like to do, because this is what I love doing. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.